tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny otherwise. High Tuesday, 84 to 86. Then Wednesday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a thunderstorm in one or two spots in the afternoon, and a high of 81 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Welcome back to AM Ocala Live, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. So we're broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. 1022 as we're moving on with our Monday morning show. And as we do, it mentions that approximately 80 people undergo organ transplants each day. These recipients presented with unique challenges during COVID-19 pandemic that require them to make substantial changes in the ways that they receive medical care from their healthcare professionals. Well, with this idea and everything else that comes along with having to avoid the coronavirus in top minds of most of us, especially for those dealing with the organ transplants and the recipients, it says that they're at higher risk because they take immune suppression drugs that keep their body rejecting their transplant. But a side effect is a weakened immune system. And with all of this conversation intact, we've got Dr. Adam Bingaman on the air this morning. Good morning, doctor. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
Glad to have you with us here. So in regards to just a lot of some of the other perspectives, if you will, when it comes to COVID-19, is knowing everybody this past year has dealt with it in some sort of way. Well, what we're looking at now is kind of addressing the idea of how it's affecting when it comes to the idea of organ transplants.
Yes, this is such a difficult time for everyone, but transplant recipients are a special group because it's a vulnerable population. Because as you mentioned, they're on these medicines that keep the immune system down. And of course, these medicines are vital to keeping the organs working because they prevent rejection. But for that reason, our patients that have had transplants are at increased risk for infections, including COVID and including the flu and other infections. So, we're really getting out and recommending a couple of things. The first is that don't avoid medical care during this time. One of the byproducts has been patients have been too scared to seek out doctor care, and that really has to be talked about. Patients have to continue to see their doctors, but it's got to be done safely. So we are recommending telehealth options, for example. Reach out to your doctors and find out what options are available to visit with them through a computer or through their phone. And of course, blood drawing, very important to monitor patients' health after a transplant. Patients have to keep up with their blood drawing. And finally, making certain that they're partnering with a caregiver, making certain that there's someone in the home that's helping them during this difficult time.
Absolutely. And, just like we said, just the different avenues that need to be addressed and handled for dealing with this, as so many things we've had to deal with alongside COVID-19. And what would you say would be, just right off the bat, most important thing for patients to need to know?
Again, I really think it's critically important that don't avoid medical care.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Overcome your fears with education. Partner with a caregiver and reach out to your doctors. You've got to continue to care for your diabetes, for your organ transplants, for your high blood pressure. If you have heart disease, don't avoid the doctor would be a really, really key message, but do it safely.
Absolutely. And that's been a big thing, as much as we've known from the beginning there in March with everything with the pandemic, is just kind of the back seat that everything took with other matters of healthcare. And like you said, this is something something to address so that it doesn't get prolonged for those who do need it to think that they still need to take a back seat. So very important message there. Then I was also going to get into the idea, what should transplant patients expect as they even recover?
Right. Well, after a transplant, patients, we want to get back to a normal life. So they're going to be feeling better. But having said that, again, with the holidays coming up, folks are going to be coming into the home, maybe some family members. So making certain that they're wearing masks, making certain that they're socially distancing, making certain that they're having frequent hand washing, making certain that everybody's getting flu shots. Very, very important during this recovery, that while patients are feeling better and recovering from their transplant, that they're staying super safe.
Absolutely. Along with Dr. Adam Bingaman, we have Peter Mag, CEO of transplant-focused company CareDx. And Peter, this one's for you, kind of going into the idea of what we mentioned with telemedicine. What technology and home health options do patients have?
Technology is here to make it easy, and we are offering home-based blood draws. Dr. Bingaman was mentioning that you really have to be vigilant and continue to monitor the health of the organ and your own health. And we offer home-based phlebotomy solutions, home-based blood draws that make it easy for you to keep track. We also have developed an iPhone app called AlloCare to keep it easy on the coordination of your medication and your appointment. So technology is there to make it easy, and we at CareDx have developed solutions for transplant recipients.
Absolutely. And then, Peter, what is the key for these caregivers to be aware of then?
The caregivers are the real heroes in the transplant setting. It takes a village to be successful. And caregivers now, this is the time to communicate. Make sure that you keep on going back to the transplant professionals. Also keep in touch with the transplant recipients. And take good care of yourself as well, because sometimes a caregiver needs a caregiver as well, because there's so many pressures on caregivers these days. So a big kudos out to you, caregivers. Make sure that you continue to communicate.
Absolutely. And obviously with those tuning in, as we're discussing just a little bit about how the perspective of what it means for those with organ transplants and dealing with COVID-19. Doctor and Peter, as we wrap things up here coming to the bottom of the hour, where can folks go for more information?
CareDx/RemoTrack, CareDx.com/AlloCare. So make sure that you stay informed in these times, and we're here as continuously building the transplant community.
Absolutely. And Doctor, is there anything lastly you'd like to say?
No, but stay safe out there. Keep up with your doctor visits, and don't underestimate this virus. These are difficult times.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys very, very much for taking the time and to get that conversation out there. We greatly appreciate it, and you guys have a good rest of the week.
You too. Thank you.
You got it. More AM Ocala Live coming your way. As we say, stay tuned to round out our 10 o'clock hour here. AM Ocala Live, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, WOCA.
News. I'm Chris Foster. We've passed 40 million cases of coronavirus worldwide, according to the Johns Hopkins University count. A vote is planned this week on a Senate Republican coronavirus relief plan smaller than what's proposed by House Democrats or the White House.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on ABC's This Week saying a deal must be struck in the next 48 hours if they want to pass a package by Election Day.
That depends on administration.
The president has said he wants to pass what he's called a big, beautiful stimulus.
Fox's John Decker in Washington. Joe Biden again goes after President Trump over claims he insulted veterans, which the president again denies.
Calls them suckers and losers. Who the hell does he think he's talking about? These are our heroes.
There's no human being on earth, unless they're seriously deranged, that would say such a thing.
Biden, North Carolina, the president there in Nevada. America's listening to Fox News.
Wouldn't it be great if everything came with more? Like if your new computer came with unlimited tech support. When you choose a Medicare plan from United Healthcare, you get more. like plans that have dental and vision coverage, plus hearing coverage. Call United Healthcare at 1-800-364-1360 to get Medicare with more. Remember, Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th.
Benefits and availability may vary by plan and location. More plans based on a year-over-year comparison of United Healthcare plans.
Walgreens has always been there to help make your health care easier. From making sure you have the prescriptions you need to answering any questions you have about them. Now, we're here to help make Medicare easier too. Walgreens is a preferred network pharmacy with many plans, including United Healthcare, which can mean copays as low as $0 for you. Talk to a Walgreens pharmacist today. Walgreens, we make Medicare easy. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs when enrolled in a plan with Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy. Walgreens accepts other plans.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast, a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
WOCA. Ocala. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA, 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
WOCA. Ocala.
Listen up. We have a treat for all you crime thriller readers. Wednesday at 10:05 a.m., Corey Cepeda with Razor Sharp Publishing will give us a preview of La Familia, Loose Ends. Readers will be taken on a page-turning ride they'll not soon to forget, with political intrigue, murder, and family drama. This is the first book of a 5-part series. The authors donating portions of the proceeds to charities, including the fight against sex trafficking. Again, that's Wednesday the 21st at 10:05 a.m. Entertainment from Razor Sharp Publishing and your friends at WOCA, The Source.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, October 24th. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni.
WOCA, putting the local back into radio.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't make promises we can't keep. We'll be there on time, every time. We promise to work around your schedule and not ours. And we won't charge you overtime for nights, weekends, or holidays. So remember, if water runs through it, we do it. Mike Scott Plumbing, 237-2888.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have clouds and sunshine today with widely scattered thunderstorms and a high of 85 to 87. Then partly cloudy tonight, low 74 to 76. Watch for a heavy thunderstorm by tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny otherwise. High Tuesday, 84 to 86. Then Wednesday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a thunderstorm in 1 or 2 spots in the afternoon and a high of 81 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Ocala's Appleton Museum of Art has reopened to all visitors. See the world-class permanent collection and special exhibits, including photographs by Bruce Mozart and mixed media by Christina Deanne. Hours are Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m. The museum is closed Mondays through Wednesdays. Masks are required, and visitor occupancy is being monitored. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.